everybody, it's Miss Amber and I'm in my home on my porch this time because it's a nice day outside, so come on over. I have a story I want to read to you, and this is going to wrap up some of our cultural studies. It's about 7 kids that live in 7 different countries in several different continents. So we talked about different cultures and how people eat different things and wear different things on different continents. So this is about the story of 7 different children in different places. It's called This Is How We Do It. Let's take a look. Here is our Earth and where some of these kids live. So here's one in South America, one in Europe, in Africa, Europe again, Asia. Alright, this is a story about one day in the life of 7 children. Here we go. This is Italy in Europe. My name is Romeo. I am called Mio. I am 8 years old. Japan. That's in Asia. My name is Ki. I am called Ki-chan. I am 9 years old. Uganda. That's in Africa. My name is Daphne and I am called Abuli. I am 7 years old. Russia. That's in Europe. My name is Oleg and I am called Olska. I am 8 years old. Peru. That's in South America. My name is Ribaldo. I am called Pranino. I am 11 years old. India. That's Asia. My name is Anya and I'm called Anu. I'm 8 years old. Iran. That's in Asia too. My name is Kian. I'm 7 years old. Alright, this is where I live, in Russia. I live in a 2nd floor apartment in Uchli, a mining town near the Ural Mountains. That's Europe. Peru, that's South America. I live in a house my father built in Los Najeros, a village in the Amazon rainforest. Here's Japan, that's in Asia. I live in a house in the metropolis of Tokyo, one of the largest cities in the world. Up here. Uganda, that's Africa. I live in a house made of wood and mud in the village of Kanawara. That's Africa. Italy, this is Europe. I live in a house in the village of Cagnaragno with a vineyard in my backyard. Iran, that's Asia. I live in a 2nd floor apartment in the city of Gorgan, close to the Caspian Sea. India, that's in Asia too. I live in the 1st floor apartment in the northern city of Haridwar along the fast-flowing Ganges River. This is who I live with. Think about who you live with. Who's in your family? Do you have brothers or sisters? Do you live with your mom or your dad? Iran. It's in Asia. I live with my mom, Masa, my dad, Muhammad, and my little brother, Aaron. India, that's Asia. I live with my mom, Shivi, my dad, Mohit, and my younger sister, Annika. Japan, that's Asia. I live with my mom, Yuki, my dad, Day, and my younger sister, Nao. Italy, that's Europe. I live with my mom, Francesca, my dad, Oscar, my big brother, Ugo, and my older sister, Mila. Uganda, that's Africa. I live with my mom, Beatrice, my dad, Peter, and my older brother, Roger. And Russia, that's Europe too. I live with my mom, Katya, my dad, Albert, and my younger brother, Artem. This is what I wear to school. Think about what you wear to school. Does your mom or dad pick out your clothes? Do you choose your clothes? Do you put them on yourself, or does your mom or dad help you? This is Japan in Asia. I choose my own clothes for school, like a striped dress and fancy shoes. Iran, that's in Asia. I wear a uniform that has a jacket with a built-in shirt collar. Italy, that's in Europe. I wear different clothes every day, but my favorite is a dinosaur sweater. Peru, this is in South America. We don't have a uniform. I usually wear trousers with a t-shirt and a belt buckle with a lion on it. Russia, that's Europe. Boys are required to wear a black suit, white shirt, and tie, but I get to pick out the socks. India, that's Asia. My uniform includes a special ID card I wear like a necklace. It's right here. Uganda, that's Africa. We all dress in red shirts and green shorts for school. This is what I eat for breakfast. What do you eat for breakfast? Do you have cereal for breakfast or pancakes? I know a lot of people eat cereal and pancakes in my class. Here is Iran, that's in Asia. I have barbara bread, eggs, feta cheese, walnuts, and tea and sugar. Do you drink tea and sugar for breakfast? There are children in Iran that do that. In Peru, that's South America, I have fried rice with chicken, peppers, sliced plantains, that's kind of like a less sweet banana that people eat, and hot milk. Wow, do you have chicken for breakfast? Because in South America, some children do. Uganda, that's Africa. I have matok. Matok is like another fried banana with meat, bread, eggs, and milk. Italy, that is in Europe. I have toast with Nutella spread. Nutella spread is like chocolate. Do your parents let you have chocolate for breakfast? Because in Europe, this little boy has chocolate on his toast. With a cup of egg yolks, he's drinking egg yolks, and sugar, milk, and tea. Wow. Russia, that's Europe. I have oat kasha, that's like oatmeal with milk, butter, farmer cheese, that's probably cottage cheese, bread, and apple juice. India, I have paneer paratha with tomato chutney and milk. That's kind of like a spongy bread with maybe like a sort of like a cheese. And Japan is also in Asia. I have rice with furi cake, miso soup, grilled cod, that's fish, and an orange wedge. Do you eat fish for breakfast? Because there's kids in the world that do. This is how I go to school. In Japan, that's in Asia, I walk myself along the city streets, past houses and shops. Here she is. I smell roasting coffee beans from the cafe and I say, "Ohayo gozaimasu" to the crossing guard. In Russia, he says he walks past apartment buildings, mosques, a church, a cat, basking in the sun, and Mount Iramel far in the distance. In Peru, that's South America, I walk next to the main road with my younger brother and sister and sometimes stopping by to buy a snack of sweetbread from a fruit stand. So they walk to school there. Here is Iran, that's in Asia too. My mom or dad drive me in our car. We zoom past construction sites and office buildings and people going to work. Italy, that's Europe. I ride to school in a bus, past rivers and canyons and grape and olive fields, sometimes spotting shepherds and sheep. Uganda, that's Africa. I walk for an hour and a half with friends. That's a long way to walk to school, an hour and a half to get to school every day. Past bicyclists, groves of eucalyptus and banana trees. India, my mom drives me and my friend, this is in Asia, my friends in a van through busy streets, past hotels and shops and cows that roam the roads. Wow, cows in the street. So I want you to think about how you get to school. When we were in school, did your parents drive you? Did you walk with your parents? Did you get to walk alone with friends? I bet you didn't. Did it take a long time? What did you see out the window when you were driving? Think about that. This is my teacher. In Africa, Uganda, my teacher is called Evelyn. She has been teaching for 8 years. India, that's in Asia. I call my teacher Areti Bathla Mam. She has been teaching for 4 years. Russia, I call my teacher Svetlana Anatolovina. She has been teaching for 36 years. That's a long time. Notice how all these classrooms look different. They don't look the same. This is in Peru and South America. I call my teacher Professor Pedro. He has been teaching for 26 years. Japan, I call my teacher Cincy. She has been teaching for 12 years. Italy, that's in Europe. I call my teacher Luisa. She's been teaching for 20 years. And Iran, that's Asia. I call my teacher Kanhum Molam. She's been teaching for 6 years. So, do you remember what our classroom looks like? What does your teacher look like? Look at me. Do I look like any of these people? A little bit. I've been teaching for almost 10 years. And you call me Miss Amber. You don't call me teacher, right? This is what the classrooms look like. Think about whether or not these look like our Montessori classrooms. This is how we learn. In India and Asia, we study general awareness, value education, as well as subjects like math and Hindi. Japan. This reminds me of a Montessori classroom. We wear white indoor slippers. We do that too, right? We are in charge of cleaning our classroom every day. We do that a little bit. We study ethics and math and science in Japanese. This is South America. In Peru, our school is very small, so 14 kids in the 5th and 6th grade stay in the same room. We have different subjects each day, and our school ends at 1 o'clock. Oh, that's early. Here's Russia. That's in Europe. I study 3 languages, Russian, English, and Bashkir. I am in class with the same kids and the same teacher from 1st to 4th grade. That's kind of like us. You have the same teacher for 3 years. This is Africa, Uganda. I study at a private school far from home, so I stay with my grandma, who has a house nearby. There are 69 boys and girls in my class, and we study math, reading, writing, and religion. Here is Iran. That's in Asia. I go to an all-boys school. We study reading and writing, Farsi, math, science, and the Quran. Here's Italy. In Europe, we do many activities outside the classroom. We visit parks and forests and go to museums and other cities and put on a musical at the end of the school year. We have school from 8 to 4. We go on special trips in the summer too. Ooh, this one's special. This is how I spell my name. Here's Russia and Europe. I write in Russian using the Cyrillic alphabet. Here is Oleg. This is in Japanese. In Asia, I write in Japanese using the kanji characters. Uganda, in Africa, I write in Ruturo in English using the Latin alphabet. This is Key, and this is Daphne. This is Ribaldo in South America. In Peru, I write in Spanish using the Latin alphabet. Here's Iran in Asia. I write in Farsi using the Persian alphabet. India in Asia, I write in Hindi using the Devanagari alphabet. And in Italy, in Europe, he writes in Italian using the Latin alphabet. That's Romeo. This is what I eat for lunch. Okay, let's think about, what did you eat for lunch today? What are you going to eat? What do you usually eat for lunch at home? In Iran, a little boy eats adas polo. This is in Asia. That's chicken, fresh greens, tomatoes and cucumbers and onions, and water. In South America, that's Peru. He has white rice, fried plantains, and coffee for lunch. Do you drink coffee for lunch? Do you share coffee with the teacher? Here is Russia. I have barley, kasha, I think that's more oatmeal with butter, an open-faced sandwich with cheese, and tea. That's in Europe. In India and Asia, she says she has chapati, okra, a chocolate cookie, and water. Ooh. In Japan, that is in Asia. I have rice, chicken, katsu, cucumber, tofu, and seaweed, salad, and milk. So she has chicken, rice, and soup for lunch. Italy, that's Europe. I have ravioli with sage, cheese, and water. Uganda, that's Africa. I have matok, that's more that fried banana, with tomato sauce and water. This is how I play. What have you been doing playing at home and outside? What have you been doing with your siblings? Anything fun? In Africa and Uganda, Daphne likes to jump rope with her friends at school. In Italy, in Europe, it says, I have a rock throwing contest in the hills behind my house. In Russia, that's Europe too, it says, I play hockey with my team almost every day after school. In India, that's Asia too, I gather with all my friends in the park to play Rumo, or hanky thief. In Japan, that's in Asia, I play kuri uni, or freeze tag, with friends on the playground by my house. Iran, that's in Asia, I go horseback riding with my friends at a nearby stable. Peru, that's South America, I play soccer with my 2 brothers and nephew on a field by the main road. This is how I help. I bet there's lots of ways you've been helping at home, as there's been lots of ways that you've helped in the classroom. In Africa, Daphne says she sweeps the courtyard with a broom. In India, that's also in Asia. That's in Asia. I hang wet laundry on a clothesline to dry. In Italy, that's Europe, I feed 4 cats and some wild ones that come to the backyard. Peru, that's South America. I help tend the cornfields of our family farm. Russia, that's Europe. I vacuum the floors and the rugs. Iran, I help take care of my little brother. And that's in Asia. Japan's in Asia too. I help cook dinner. What do you do to help at home? What have you been doing to help mom and dad? Think about it. This is how we eat dinner. We're almost done. In Iran, on weekends we all have dinner together, but on weekdays it's just my mom, my little brother, and me. We eat in the kitchen around 9 o'clock, a dinner of grilled chicken salad with tomato and cucumbers, yogurt, bread, and water. So this is in Asia. In Europe, in Russia, we eat all together around 6 o'clock. We eat a salad of mashed potatoes, cutlets, that's like pork or chicken, with cheese sauce, bread, and dessert, we have condensed milk, cookies, and tea. Drinking more tea. This is in Italy, in Europe. Sometimes on the week my family eats separately, but we always eat together on the weekends. We gather at the kitchen table around 8 o'clock to eat lasagna with ragu, bolognese, and bechamel sauce. Bechamel sauce. We drink peach tea and water. This is Uganda in Africa. My brother, my mom, and my housemaid and I usually eat dinner around 10 o'clock at night. That's late! At a big wooden table, we have matok, that's more of the banana, the fried banana, with ganut sauce and milk to drink. In Japan, that's in Asia, I eat with my parents and my little sister in the dining room around 7 o'clock. Our typical meal is fried salmon with tartar sauce, that's more fish, salad, cucumbers, tofu, soup, and milk or water to drink. In India, that's in Asia too. My whole family eats together around 9 o'clock. That's late too. We have chutney, carrots, potatoes, chutney, and yogurt to drink. In Peru, that's South America, my entire family gathers at 7 o'clock to eat white rice, boiled yuca. Yuca is another plant. Stewed chicken, and coffee. Wow. So what do you eat for dinner? What's for dinner tonight? Think about it. This is what I do in the evening. Here's Russia. In Europe, I play chess with my dad. India, in Asia, my sister and I play a board game called Karum. Uganda in Africa, I relax with my family. Iran in Asia, I watch cartoons on TV. Italy in Europe, I work on model cars with my dad. Peru, South America, I help my brother with his homework. And Japan in Asia, my mom and I read mystery books together. So what do you guys do before bed when you're with your family and your brothers and sisters? Anything? Last one. This is where I sleep. South America. I sleep on wood planks with 3 folded blankets for padding next to my sister. Italy, that's Europe. I sleep in my own room on a wooden bed with a down blanket that I use only in the winter. Iran, that's Asia. I sleep in my own room on a wooden bed with my favorite blanket. Japan, that's in Asia. I sleep on a futon on the floor next to my sister. India, that's also in Asia. I sleep on a huge bed next to my sister and parents. Uganda, that's Africa. I sleep on a wood bed under a mosquito net in a room I share with my parents. Russia, I sleep on a lofted bed in a room I share with my younger brother. That's Europe. So, where do you sleep? Do you have your own bedroom? Do you share it with a sibling? That's your brother or sister. Do you share it with your mom or dad? What does it look like? Think about it. Here's our last page. This is my night sky. That's everybody. Everybody sees the same night sky. Everybody looks up and sees the moon at night and the stars, and it's the same moon, right? Wow, that was a long one, but I hope that you liked it. And I hope that you're thinking about what other kids in other places might be doing in the world and thinking more about what you do every day and what's your routine with your family. So thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.